Meteorologist Steve Glazier here with your SnoCast for the second week of April. Let's get right to it with our weather headlines. A lot more snow coming in for most of the West, parts of the upper Midwest, including the Great Lakes to Ontario and Quebec. And then a big warm-up coming in for a lot of the East Coast, especially southern New England compared to northern New England. Tricky forecast here in the East, but we're going to let Linden State senior meteorology students Philemon Gertz and Liam Kelleher tell a little bit more of the story. And we're going to begin in the East today with Philemon.
Good morning, Eastern U.S. and Canada. I'm meteorologist Philemon Gertz, and we have a strong spring storm to bring some wild weather to the east. A low will develop across the Midwest and track eastward to the Great Lakes this weekend, bringing heavy snow and rain. We'll also see an Arctic high located north of the system, and that high will have influences on where the storm tracks, as well as the precipitation type along the northern side of the storm. So looking at Friday morning, we'll see the developing low over the upper Great Lakes with a warm front extending eastward into portions of the northeast. As that warm front pushes northward Saturday, it will encounter that strong high over Quebec and will stall out. Snow and mixed precipitation will be likely north of the front. Sunday and Monday we'll see a strong surge of moisture pushing into the storm system. We'll continue to see snow over portions of the Great Lakes. And depending on how this low tracks, especially if it tracks farther to the south, we'll also see snow accumulations across portions of New York and New England as well. Heading into Tuesday morning, the storm should begin to weaken and lift out of the area, and any leftover rain should then taper to snow. So looking at Saturday afternoon temperatures from both the American model and the European model, our main weather forecasting models, we can see that warm front draped across the northeast in both models. To the south of the front, temperatures will be in the 70s and 80s, and to the north of the front, 20s and 30s. Very stark temperature contrast. The American model is also further northward with the frontal location, and the frontal placement will have a strong influence on the type of precipitation we see, especially across New York and New England. So looking at snowfall forecasts with the warmer American model, much less in the way of snow over New England versus the European model. However, there does look to be a decent amount of snow from the upper Great Lakes and up into southern Quebec in both cases, from Boyne Mountain up to Mount Tremblant, Sugarloaf, and even Jay Peak Resort can pick up on quite a bit of the action.
Thanks so much, Philemon. That was Mr. Gertson here for the Eastern forecast. And now we're going to turn to the Western United States, where you can see on the map here pretty widespread snow that is coming in, and we'll let Liam explain a little bit more.
Morning, Western United States and Canada. SnoCountry intern Liam Kelleher here, giving you your SnoCast for this week, Wednesday, April 11th through Sunday, April 15th. So taking a look at the big picture for this week, this is a plot of above or below average temperatures usually found around this time of year. Blue indicating below average, red indicating above average. We can see that in the Pacific Northwest we have an area of below average temperatures, but for the most part in the western region we can see that we are dominated mostly by near average temperatures, keeping things yet again wintry further into the spring season this week. We have two main low pressure systems that will be affecting our region this week. The first one making landfall in the Pacific Northwest on Wednesday morning, affecting regions like the Cascades of Washington and Oregon, the Sierras of California, and later on Thursday and into Friday, parts of the Rockies such as Idaho, western Montana, and northern Wyoming. The second low pressure system will make landfall yet again in the Pacific Northwest on Sunday morning, affecting the same regions as the last storm system, but we can see that the snow indicated by the blue is very restricted to higher elevations. Down in the valleys, lower elevations, you will be receiving mostly rain as indicated by the green. So overall for this week, pretty good amount of snow for majority of the West. Again, very concentrated to higher elevations, but two ski resorts I want everybody to keep on their radar for this week are Brundage Mountain Resort here in Idaho, expecting about 8 to 12 inches come Friday morning, and Boreal Mountain here in the Sierras of California, expecting about 12 to 18 inches come Monday morning. Keep up to date on both of their snow reports during this week, and I hope you all are able to go out and enjoy the fresh snow, and I'll see you all next week. Thanks.
Thanks so much, gentlemen, and of course, thank you for watching this week's SnoCast. A couple more weeks of this. Make sure you tune in each week.